day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to Awini Unity platform. I am your host, Max from Nigeria. And I come here with a very sad news that Nigeria have lost 2-1 to Benin Republic yesterday. But it's not sad for some people though, because I believe so many African other countries are happy and jubilating and excited for the result. But the Nigerians are really angry and not really happy with their players. So I have with me here Mr. Adeka in the studio. You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
And I also have with me here Mr. Ebuka. You're welcome.
Thank you.
We're also going to analyze the match yesterday between the Ghana Black Stars and the Central African Republic. The victory they've had yesterday, the tremendous performance they put up to win that match was incredible. We're going to discuss that step by step. So stay with us. So I would like to throw a first question at you, Mr. Adeka. What do you think about the Nigerian match yesterday?
I'm totally disappointed with the Super Eagles yesterday, I must say. Because I never expected the Super Eagles to lose another match. I was thinking the worst possible outcome to be a draw. But yesterday, Nigerian Super Eagles losing to Benin Republic again, like, it's not commendable. If you really want to go far, you have to like change the perspective.
They really need to. They really need to, because I was so angry. I watched that match, I almost shed tears. Because the beloved Nigeria we all loved, we were seeing them playing what we don't even understand. They are playing like amateurs, they're not playing like professional footballers who came from Europe, who are playing in Europe. They are not doing something like professional players. No offense, but it was very, very sad, honestly. And the thing is that so many people were so disappointed yesterday that some people were even crying. Yes, grown men crying because of that match, which is very, very bad and very, very terrible. What do you think, Mr. Ebuka?
And when you look at that match yesterday, the match was very, can say, disappointment to the country and also to the Football Federation.
Exactly.
Because I don't see the Super Eagles that we know that play the Nation Cup. They are the ones still playing this kind of football now. Because yesterday was just like they were not playing professional football.
Thank you.
They were just playing, let me play, okay, they have called me, let me just play what I have to play and leave the pitch.
No commitment.
From the coach and to the players, yesterday's football was very disappointment to the country and also NFF as a football federation.
So, Mr. Adeka, please, what do you think now? Now that we were even boasting that we are unbeaten in the African World Cup qualification, now they have already broken the unbeaten record. What do you have to say about that?
I said earlier that I was never in support of Nigeria being unbeaten, because I told you that Nigeria cannot be unbeaten without being on top. Because it cannot be unbeaten without achieving anything. Like I said, let us be unbeaten and be able to achieve something like by 11%. But now, totally like that we have lost. I think it's high time we pick from there. We learn from our mistake that we have to start winning matches. It's high time we start winning matches. But if we want to go to the World Cup, we can't afford to miss another World Cup.
It's obvious we are missing already.
No, we can't.
We are missing already.
I still have faith in the Super Eagles will be able to qualify. Maybe if we can't go top of the table, maybe we'll go possible for the playoffs.
Mr. Ebuka, what do you think is the problem behind Nigeria's failure yesterday to win that match? What do you think is the major problem there?
When we say problem, I don't really. Let me just say, let's take a look at the coach, the caliber of player you invited to the camp.
Okay.
We will start from there. The caliber of player you invited to the camp decide what you will play. Because the coach invited a player that he feels like these are the people that will deliver. But these are not the particular people that will deliver for the country. Okay. The likes of Boniface was sitting on the bench, that he even have a chance to even display his talent. Boniface that we know that go to Bayer Leverkusen, Boniface is the top man. Coming to Nigeria, Boniface was sitting on the bench. Ola Aina, that we also know that delivered in the last AFCON.
Yes.
He was nowhere to be found. I don't really know. The problem is from the coach and also the NFF talking to the coach. Yes, we have given you the chance to give us the caliber of player that you want. But when we look at it, the caliber of player that you invited cannot deliver for this country. We're losing to Benin Republic. It's a shame to this country.
It's a shame.
Genetro now, yes, he's a former coach, but he now has the upper hand against Nigeria. Yes, because we could not deliver against common Benin Republic. How are we sure that we are going to top this group?
He has the boasting right, which is very bad.
Very,
Very terrible.
disappointment to the country.
Mr. Adeka, what do you have to say about this?
I agree with my colleague Mr. Ebuka when he said because Nigerian Super Eagles had like consistency over the years.
Okay.
From 2014, let me just say from 2013 when we won our last AFCON team now, we've not able to replicate the same squad that we had at that tournament. You see a player coming to the squad today, tomorrow is nowhere to be found. You see a player that you see in this tournament, the next tournament you don't see him. Even both for the country and the club side, their inconsistency is too much. And also I don't think it's high time I come to agree to people that there's favoritism in the Super Eagles squad.
Thank you.
Because I don't see why some particular players keep coming to the Super Eagles squad and yet they don't deliver.
They don't deliver.
Let's just say Alex Iwobi, for example.
That guy
Very
is my
like,
nature.
Very sluggish.
Very sloppy at the
Cannot
midfield. And what pains me the most yesterday was like somebody like Frank Onyeka was on the bench and was not used. Because Frank Onyeka at the AFCON, well, I really fell in love with the guy. Because the guy was so clinical in his marking, was timing his marking, like was so strong. Like I call him the tank at that tournament because anywhere in the midfield, Frank Onyeka was there. But coming to this qualifier so far, Frank Onyeka is in the camp, but he's on the bench. Just like my colleague said, then why is coach not putting these players? There are players that are willing to fight for the team. Put them there, let them show what they can do. Rather playing some players that are like inviting new players that they cannot deliver for the country. It's like Nigeria have to like wake up from their sleep and squad that are already missing out and take this opportunity to be able to go to the next World Cup. I'm totally disappointed with that.
That is it. Because at this point now, I don't even feel like Nigeria are going to qualify for this World Cup. Because they are sitting on 5th position now on their table. And you can see they played 4 matches so far. Only 3 points out of 4 matches, which is very, very, very shameful. Very disappointing. Very disappointing. You can see our neighbors yesterday, Ghanaians. You see what the Ghana Black Stars did. They were losing 2-1. But they came up and took up the challenge and were very, very formidable to the extent that they won that match 4-3. They won the match 4-3.
I said before, like I told you last time, I don't agree to win that match 3 up front. But the most shocking part of the thing was that I was never expecting Central African Republic to score 3 goals against the Ghanaians. Like I told you that Ghana was going to win 3 up front. And what I mean was that Ghana is going to win at least 3 goals margins. But the Central African Republic actually showed me that yes, that I waked up on that sleep, that I really want to play because I really want to compete in Africa. Because imagine scoring 3 goals against the Ghanaian team. Imagine when they are playing. Imagine when they are playing within their mates. Ghana is a big team in Africa.
Yes, Ghana is a very big team.
Because if you are calling top 10 teams in Africa,
Ghana is there.
Ghana must be there. Ghana must be at the top 4 in Africa.
And also, when you take a look at the Ghana squad, the boys are hungry.
And it's true.
They are hungry for this world. They want to deliver. So that next time they will be called upon.
Exactly.
But our own country,
they are fighting like this competition.
There's competition. If I don't do well this time around, the next time they will not call me.
Exactly.
But coming back to our own players, if I don't do this well this time around, the next time they will still call me. I'll still play my squad. Yes. So it is high time we take this out of ourselves that if I want to play for this football for this country, I love this country. Let's bring out our heart and play for this country. Our players should just bring out themselves and yes, this. No, Nigeria, we are far behind. We are far behind. We are behind.
So, Mr. Ebuka, some fans, some Nigerian citizens are crying out that they should sack this Benin George as a coach and bring somebody who is capable of handling the Nigerian national team. What do you think about that?
Sacking Finidi George right now, I would say it's not the solution to the country right now. It's not the solution that the NFL should take a look upon right now. Let's just give Finidi George some more time. Let's just see if he can qualify us for this World Cup. If he can do that, we'll see that yes, he has something in him that he can deliver. But if not, let's just give Finidi George a benefit of doubt and see if he will deliver. Yeah.
So throwing this question back at you, Mr. Adeka.
I totally disagree with that, Mr. Ebuka, because when you discover that when Finidi George qualifies Nigeria for the AFCON, for the World Cup, sorry to say, then what then happens after then? Because NFF will definitely bring in a foreign coach or a top coach. They're definitely now destabilizing the Super Eagles squad. And that has been what has caused the inconsistency within the squad. If Finidi George should go, I think now should be the perfect time for Finidi George to go.
Thank you.
He should leave now so that they're bringing a coach that should be like the qualifier should be a training ground for the players to prepare for the tournament.
Exactly.
Like the player that will play a qualifier will not be available for the tournament. It's very disheartening to see because this football is just like you building a house from the scratch and getting to the finishing touches. The house just like comes down once. just like foundation just goes down once. So now it's better they sack the judge and bring in another coach.
When you say sacking Finidi George and bringing another coach, yes, right now, but this is not what we read right now. But when it's just like, let's take it like the clubs like Chelsea. Chelsea firing their coach and bringing new coach, firing, it makes the players not, they don't even know what they are doing.
Okay.
So Nigeria now, we don't need firing and hiring. We need, let's be consistent. If this coach will be here for 5 years, let this coach serve that his 5 years. Then from there you see that Finidi George, they just gave him Finidi George this appointment, not quite 3 months or 2 months.
Okay.
So let's give Finidi George some time
Okay.
to go through these players and let's know what Finidi George want to bring out of these players. Then we can see, okay, if he cannot deliver, then we'll let him go and bring a different person. Yeah.
Okay.
See, going back to the driver, sorry to cut you short.
All right.
If you discover that Finidi George was never fit to be a Nigerian coach, no offense, I mean no offense.
Okay.
Like there are more experienced coach in Nigeria. To say home-based coach is fair to say.
Yes.
They are better than Finidi George. We have someone like Justin Egwavon that is already familiar with this part. He has worked with these players. We have someone like Amunike. Some of these players came through him at under 17 level. So to me, Finidi George was never fit to be at this job.
Then why did they appoint him?
That's one thing I don't know. But I think there's favoritism with the NFL.
Thank you.
That's just to say.
Thank you. Because the thing is just making me very angry, and it's making everybody angry in Nigeria. Anyways, so Mr. Adeka, now throwing this question back at you. What do you think should be done to ameliorate this condition? At least to make things better for the next leg coming up for the African World Cup qualification.
I think since we lost Lifting Keshi, may so rest in peace. We have never had any home-based coach, any indigenous coach that has matched up to his stance. I think it's high time, like the foreign coaches have done much Nigerian Super Eagles squad. I think it's high time of being another foreign coach to take charge of the Super Eagles. I know it do cost us much money, but it's better we bring in and achieve results than relying on all these home-based coaches that are not even qualified to even coach club sides in Nigeria.
Yes.
What has Finidi George achieved for his club side Enyimba before being Super Eagles coach? Having only one job experience of coaching Enyimba.
And they took him up to be the national team.
Coach. Those players are way bigger than him.
That is why we were saying there's favoritism in what the NFF.
Yes.
When we look at Emmanuel Amunike, this coach has gone far. He has proven that yes, he can do this job. But I don't really know what happened with the NFF, what made they just appoint Finidi George being an Enyimba. No, it's like they were thinking coaching a local club is the same thing as coaching a country.
It's not.
So these are quite two different things. Finidi George now has come into the big picture. Has seen the big picture that these players you are invited, they are not just local based players. These are foreign players. So what do? You have to elevate yourself. Step up. As a coach, you have to step up. Talk to these players. This is what we have to do. And this is what we need to do. For this job to be what delivered. We are playing for this country. This is the country we love.
Yes, sir.
So let's play with our full hearts.
Yes.
So talking to, I don't see, well, Finidi George, you need to step up his game. Be a man. He's a coach of the country, not a coach of a local club right now. So he's a coach of national team. So let him step up as the coach of a national team. I think by this, talking to your players, giving them the rotation, the players will play this football. Yes.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ibuka, for that
Thank you.
contribution. Really appreciate it. Mr. Adeka, what do you think about Jordan Ayew's performances today in the Ghana Black Stars match against the Central African Republic?
There's a time when yesterday you told me that there has been favoritism to the Ayew brothers. I told you it's not favoritism. That those players, those brothers have given a lot to the Ghana squad. They don't mind giving their last blood just to play for the Ghanaian team. Like you see Jordan Ayew yesterday, he really showed his class. Like for the past 2 matches he has been scoring. He gave them the winning goals against Mali. And yesterday he scored an hat-trick against Central African Republic.
Yes.
I told you that those brothers are willing to give their blood just to play for the Ghanaian national team. They fight for their country a lot. And it's a very commendable one. I wish we had one in Nigeria like that.
That's what we are saying. If we have this kind of people that are ready to deliver, that are ready to give in their best, give in their life for the country, the Super Eagles will go far. But we don't have that person right now. I was seeing the likes of Victor Osimhen,
Osimhen.
but he injury now caught up with him.
Yes.
But apart from Victor Osimhen, I have not seen that particular person that wants to give him his best for this club, for this country. I've not seen him the person. But let's see if we have such in our squad,
I
because
doubt it
the
will
Ghana squad really they are you brothers. They've delivered. I love those guys because when they even called them, people were saying they were old. So I say this football is in the blood. It depends on what you can do. So they were able to show the Ghanaians that while we are old, but we can still play this football. We can deliver. That is why they delivered for Ghana yesterday. So let's see how our country also. Let's not think every time it's bringing new players. Sometimes the old ones there, you have to retain them. Retain them. That is how the new players will come up with. Okay, we have some people that are already there before us. Let's learn from them. But if all of us are coming as new players, we just want to play what we want to play. But some old players are there, they will be the ones to tell you that this is how we have been doing it. Exactly. This is put in your best. Then you as a new player that is coming up, you want to do your best.
Have that same mentality.
That is it.
Yes.
That is it.
Mr. Adeka, this question is for you. What do you think the Nigerian national team players, the Super Eagles, need to learn from the Ghana Black Stars?
The Super Eagles have to learn the fighting spirit. Like, they should borrow the fighting spirit of the Ghanaians. Because they need that fighting spirit currently. The Ghanaians they are waking up from their sleep, while the Super Eagles are still sleeping. And also, I think the Super Eagles lack what we call leadership.
Okay.
Because in the Super Eagles squad, they feel like in the Super Eagles, we try to show there's currently something that they call clique. They feel they are friends. They feel they are paid, just like in secondary school, they say these are my mates. Squad. They feel so relaxed in the Super Eagles squad. Perhaps in the Ghana squad, it's not like that. Like someone like you are doing the squad for quite some long time now. Jordan Ayew, saying Jordan Ayew.
Yes.
You have somebody like Thomas Partey, Daniel Amate. All those guys have been in the squad for a very long time. And they have already they're giving their best. So you now coming into their shoes, just imagine you be given an opportunity to play like a youngster. Be given an opportunity to play, and somebody like Andre Ayew is sitting at home, Jordan Ayew is sitting on the bench, or somebody like Thomas Partey also on the bench, but you are playing. You're looking at those guys' facial expressions. I have to perform.
Yes.
So the Super Eagles lack that currently. You see somebody like Ahmed Musa not in the squad, Ekong not in the squad, Omeru are not playing.
That is what I'm saying. He's not playing and he's on the bench.
He's on the bench.
Says
So who is the leader now?
there's no leader now.
There's no
leader. They just give the captain back to whoever they want to.
Yes.
There's no leader on the team. They need a leader in the team. They need the maturity. They need to step up.
That is what we are saying. They need the judge. It's like he has a specific player that he needs. Giving the captain back to whoever he feels like does not give those players the urge to play this football. When you say this is the captain, you need to see the figure of the captain in that person. When Omeru will be there, when he talks to a young player, that young player will have to come back to his senses. But me and you were playing in Europa League, yes. What do you want to tell me that they invited you, they invited me? This is our first time of us playing in the Super League.
So what do you like my mate?
Yes, we are all mates.
Yes.
So what do you want to tell me that I will do? But when you come there, you see some old players there. They will talk to you. They will give you a sense of reasoning. When you step into the pitch, you'll be able to deliver.
Exactly.
So in Nigeria squad right now, we need that captainship. There's no captainship. Apart from Philippe George as the head coach, I've not seen anybody that will talk to those players that will be able to pick up, have courage that yes, we need to deliver for this country. I've not seen anybody that will talk to those players that will be able to pick up, have courage that yes, we need to deliver for this country.
And it's actually true because we need that leadership figure.
Yes, there's no
in
leadership.
the team. Because number one thing is the leadership. Because if these young players that they are calling, they need to have somebody they are looking up to. Somebody that at least they will know that they need to perform. If not, at least it's going to be more like a disappointment. But one thing I want to talk about, Mr. Adeta, please, I want to talk to you personally now. Now, looking at this game, yesterday, Ghana won 4-3. Nigeria lost 2-1. Looking at this game very well, what do you think is the main reason why Ghana considered that 3 goals. Let me start with that. That 3 goals they considered. What do you think is the main reason? Because I was surprised. Like, I know I was happy for them they won. Yes, it's a good thing, but that 3 goals they considered, it looks funny to me.
Ghana started by winning, but along the line they became relaxed.
Okay.
And that's when Central African Republic has to tell them that we have been working on ourselves for quite some time. Like if you discover back matches with Ghana and Central Republic, there's always been a go-go match. From 2-1 to 1-1, and now from 2-1 to 4-3. It has always been tight for the Ghanaians.
Yes.
It has always been tight for the Ghanaians by Central African Republic because the Central African Republic have been working on themselves over the years. Central African Republic players have been traveling now to go to French league to play. They are also in other leagues playing football now.
Exactly.
They are exposed also. So coming back home, they bring what they learned back home. And that is what is actually helping their team. Their team is now matured.
Yes.
They could actually compete for something in Africa in the nearest future.
Yes. Yes. Truly. But also, same thing now, throwing back at you now, Mr. Ebuka. This yesterday's match, what do you think made Nigeria to concede? They were winning 1-0. What do you think happened that all of a sudden 2 goals came in and there is nothing they can do about it?
According to Mr. Adeka, he said the Ghanaian felt relaxed. The same thing back to the Nigerians. When we were leading 1-0, we were thinking the game is already ended, that 1-0. So they were relaxed. Everybody was just playing what he feels like playing. But they didn't know that these guys that you are playing, also, they have gone out. They have some experience. And with the coach they have, Genetro was once our coach before he was asked to leave the job.
Yes.
Now, going back to Benin Republic, where he knows that these are the caliber of players that I'm going to play with. And these are the people that I'm going to face. He must have talked to these boys. Come out, play football. Let's play this thing we call football. Does not mind the big name. Nigeria, we are just playing with just
Big names,
the giant of Africa.
Yes.
But right now, we are no more the giant of Africa. Because if they are going to call giant of Africa, we are not even falling in number 2 in terms of football.
They are right.
So,
They are right.
so
Not even in number 5.
at all.
7.
So Genetro was
Nigeria hasn't gone that far.
No. We are not 7. We are not 7. I have categorically called the countries that are
better than Nigeria as far as football is concerned right now.
Look at Senegal, look at Morocco, look even Algeria,
Egypt.
even Egypt, Ghana.
All these countries I'm mentioning, like when it comes to tournament like qualifier, like they are ready to die just to qualify. But what is their impact when they go to the stage? They don't deliver, they don't go beyond the group stage.
Is it not better?
The highest country that has gone above Nigeria in a group match is Ghana.
Yes.
The World Cup.
Yes.
Ghana.
Yes.
Africa has gone beyond that.
Yes.
So do you say Nigeria is all like that? I see Switzerland Nigeria is still.
No, is it not better we qualify for this World Cup than us not qualifying giant of Africa? Let's go there and show that yes, we have gone there.
But what me see like the Nigeria player now is like that. You see that there's crisis in the NFL or there's crisis in the Super Eagles selection. That's what I feel. Because yesterday when you saw when Nigeria started perfectly. The midfield was working, but along the line the midfield collapsed.
That is when we have
That was
we
when
were leading 1-0.
That's when and also as a coach, you have to make quick decisions.
Yes.
Genetro is quite expensive again. And currently coaching Benin Republic, like if in my like they put to the interview, they will tell you that it's currently balanced because there's no longer barrier between him and them.
Yes.
The first place was the Franco German.
Yes.
So now being in Benin Republic, he speaks French with those players, and that's why it's making it very easy for him. And those players are most of them like 90% of those Benin Republic players are playing in the French league. They play a pattern of football. But the Super Eagles come from different places and they have limited time to train. You can just imagine there's plenty of factors happening in Super Eagles. Before this match, based on the strike in the country, those players were not able to travel to the country.
Yes.
So it happened to and those Nigerian players are currently suffering fatigue because they played to the end of the season.
Yes. Most of them are.
They are suffering fatigue. But what I don't see is that like when they come to the national team, they refuse to show the fighting spirit.
But why? That is why.
The effort that Iwobi shows at Fulham is able to replicate that in Nigerian Super Eagles.
He will be far from where we are now. Far from where we are. But the question I keep on asking that I'm not getting is an answer that will satisfy me is why is there no commitment same as that of club side? Is it because there's a competition in the club side when you don't do well, you know you'll be removed and there are people that they can easily go and purchase players that are better than you? Is it the reason why they are performing well? Or I don't understand.
Actually, there's a competition in the club side. Because if you don't do well, you'll be sitting at the bench. And they have someone better than you. So you will not be able to play, and your ratio will be dropped. Your player value will be dropped. So in the club side, they want to fight and make sure that they see the first team they want to play for the club side. Coming down to Nigeria, if I don't play, I play. The next time they will still call me. So there's no fighting spirit in this Nigerian squad. As I said once, I said it's only Victor Osimhen that has this fighting spirit. Yes, Ademola Lookman, yes, he also wants to give in his best.
I can see that.
Yes, he also wants to give in his best. But the likes of Iwobi, are they ready to give in their best for this country? No. So these are the people that will need to be dropped. Let's drop these people and bring in somebody that wants to give in his best, whether home or away. If we get such a person, I think the Super Eagles squad will go far.
Thank you.
I don't totally agree with that. What I see is that, like, as the NFL show commitment to this player, that should be the first question you have to answer.
Okay.
Like someone like Moses got angry and resigned from the national team. Why? Because he was abandoned and he had injury.
Yes.
It's supposed to be like that. Someone like Obuna was playing a World Cup match in Nigeria. It should be a 2014 World Cup Nigerian first match, and he got injured. And the injury was so drastic that the guy could not play again. Same thing to Ghanaian as well. They played World Cup game for Nigeria against France, and he was injured. So since then, what did the Super Eagles do to them? Same goes to the treatment they get from the ex-players. When Nigerian players get injured while playing for the country, they have been abandoned. So you as a player, when you're being called upon, sometimes on club side, some clubs refuse Nigerian players going to play for their country. The case has been like that. They tell you they don't go, and like they have to sanction them not to go and play for the country, forcing them into early retirement from the countryside. It's not supposed to be like that.
It's not supposed to
The
be.
country needs to show commitment to the player. Like when you are injured on nationality, even a phone call is enough, but they don't get. Sometimes they complain they don't even get a phone call.
Can you
Why is
imagine?
it like that?
Yeah.
Okay, imagine someone like Moses. Because Moses still being in the Super Eagles squad of today. Won't be talking of things like leadership crisis in the Super Eagles. Won't be talking of that.
Exactly.
Won't be talking of that.
Yes.
Imagine someone like Ogenyo Nazi, a midfield general.
That is a very good player.
Injury ruined his career, and it was that injury as that World Cup that ruined Ogenyo Nazi's career. Because after that World Cup, after that injury, he was never himself again. What did he do? What did he get playing for his country? He was abandoned. It has been like that. I can keep mentioning players. Where is Brand today? Injury. The Super Eagles don't even remember him anymore.
Yes, coming to that aspect, the NFF, they are not really doing well in that aspect. Yes, because if we have the NFF doing their job, I don't see why these players would want to back down for not playing for our country.
Sometimes they are being owed money.
Yes,
You see,
the NFF are not really.
Coach complain about not being paid. Players complain about not being paid allowance. It's supposed to be like that.
So
We are living on close side. Come on, just like living on comfort. Those players are comfortable at their close side. They get what they want. They will come into your country now to play, and you're being owed your salary. What do you expect? You're being owed your bonuses. Sometimes you pay for your flight ticket back to your country. Then when you come to play for like that, then you get injured along the line. Okay, when you retire, what kind of NFF show to you after your years of service?
Nothing.
I think it should be hard time like they treat the Super Eagles player the way they treat those military officers when they retire. There should be a cause of respect. You see, an ex-international now these days, sometimes they go bankruptcy, sometimes they have mental issues, sometimes they become terribly sick. What commitment does NFF show to them?
Nothing. I think the problem is from the grassroots.
It's from the
The
grassroots.
problem is from
Exactly.
the country itself.
Exactly.
The problem is from the country itself. The things are not working well. There's no way to show commitment because there's no motivation. There's no
The
motivation.
motivation is not coming from anywhere because you just like you now. You're going to play your club pay you huge money. Then when you're going to play, you're being told that be careful while playing. Be careful while playing. It's like it sounds very hard for the players. Like when you're playing and you become so cautious, you don't want to get injured. But it's not supposed to be like that. You're supposed to fight for your country. You're supposed to play the football for your country. Like it's someone like Memphis Depay, like I'll use him as an example. At his club side, he's always average. But when it comes to his country, the guy is top notch because he knows his country is always behind him. Always behind us. And also to say, like, we the fans of Nigeria, we always they are quick to criticize our players.
Exactly.
We are quick
Yeah.
to blame them. We're not supposed to boo our own players. Because, like, nobody is perfect. If they make mistake today, we have to cheer them up. Like, we keep doing them. Like, Alex, the way we are complaining of him now, the guy is no longer comfortably playing at the Super Eagles because looking at the faces of this one, they are always booing the guy. So he is no longer comfortable playing.
But me, I feel like booing him is out of his performance because you don't see them booing.
Yes, he's not doing well.
You don't see them booing.
When somebody is not doing well, you have to
I
boo
feel
him.
like it's coming from his own performance.
Yes, but
And then instead of him to even do better, he's not even getting better.
thank you. Booing you means you have to pick courage. Let me do this. Since
Because
these people are just
like
complaining.
Messi have been good.
Yes.
And then I don't know. I don't really know. But
His own is always down. It does not even give him the fighting spirit. Alex Iwobi need to be Alex Iwobi. Booing you does not mean that, okay, booing me today does not mean that, okay, my next game, I have to still play sluggish football. Let me pick up. Since they booed me in the last match, this time around, let me fight and do what they will not boo me this time around. But this time around, you are still going down the drain. So why would they boo you? And you know, Nigerians, we always want to see everybody doing well.
yeah.
So in this club like Super Eagles, when they call you for this job, you have to, you know that they have called you for something. Put in your best.
Exactly.
So that the fans and also the country will not be booing you.
Exactly.
When they boo you, you know that you are not doing well. But when you are not being booed, you know that yes, I'm giving in my best. Somebody, you mentioned somebody like Victor Osimhen. Nobody will boo Victor Osimhen because in the last Nations Cup, he gave in his best. Online, in the last result, he gave in his best. So in the likes of these guys, they will not be good. But like let's Alex Iwobi, he should just pick up his game. He should just upgrade his game. Because he's going down, to upgrade his game.
It's very bad.
Very, very.
Anyways, so the last question I want to ask Mr. Adeka. Will you agree that Ghana national team as of now is better than Nigerian national team?
I'll totally agree with that.
Okay.
But as I've always said, Ghanaian national teams are always good at the qualifiers. What is the outcome after the qualifiers? Because that is where the real game is.
Yes.
So like now there's quite like for like one
But you know the thing is that decided as a competition. If you don't qualify for the game, you won't even have the chance.
So what you have the chance to do what I think the Ghanaian team is better than Nigeria because the Ghanaian team have what they call consistency. But the Nigerian team has that consistency. If Nigeria are able to have that consistency, okay, just imagine Nigeria now having the group of players that went to the AFCON. The likes of Olaina, Zaidu Sanusi, the other
Moses
Simon. I know these guys, some of them are injured or some are not being called up. Some are now without the club side. Like somebody like Kenacho is not supposed to go to the Super Eagles squad because currently he doesn't have a club. He's not supposed to play for the Super Eagles currently. So I think Nigerian Super Eagles like what they call that consistency. That's why we have top players outside the countries. Sometimes Ghanaians, they don't send an invitation to players based on your performing currently. They don't send out their old players based on your performing currently. Like, there was a time I told you in this studio that Andrea Ayew needs to be called up back to the squad.
Yes.
He needs to be called up because his experience matters a lot. Nigeria lacks that experience currently. Football, yes, football has gone physical. Football has gone beyond. Football has gone power, but they still need to be experienced in the game. Modric is still playing. Ronaldo is still playing. Lionel Messi and Di Maria. All these guys are still playing football. So I think it's either Nigeria decide to call some of their ex players who are still doing well. They have somebody like this guy, the guy that the woman striker that played for us. What is his name? That played for Man also.
Yes.
Is that his name? Like
Igalo.
He's still good. It's the time he send invitations to him. Those guys will come and motivate the younger players to play. You don't need to give them much chance. Maybe like 10, 15 minutes to give them to play, but those players will have a lot to learn from them. You can see the finishing. So Nigerian strikers like that finishing these days. It's like Onato likes the finishing. The midfield, it's why that Gobi cannot even give an ass. Cannot even give an accurate pass. His passes are so short, not meeting opponents, like very sloppy at the midfield, causing problems to the defense. And when the midfield is not working, all they expect from the defense begin to commit mistakes. They begin to foul the opponents. So it's high time Nigeria like pick form, invite some players that you feel that they can still play the game. And also there should be consistency in the squad. They should learn from Ghana. They should learn from Cameroon and Ivory Coast. Max Grede played up to, he was almost 40 before he retired after the AFCON. So they should learn from them. Segare is still playing.
Oh, Mr. Adeka, thank you very much for your honest opinion. I really appreciate it. Mr. Iboka, thank you so much for coming to the studio once again.
You're welcome.
And then we want to wish Ghana all the best in their African World Cup qualification. And we are so excited for their win. We are so happy for them. We are wishing them all the best in their upcoming matches as well. And also Nigeria, we are hoping that they are learning from Ghana as well. And we are wishing them all the best as well, even though they don't want to wish themselves. Even though they don't want to play games to our own satisfaction. They don't really have the country at heart. But we are still wishing them well. So thank you very much once again, Mr. Ebuka.
You're welcome.
And thank you very much, Mr. Adeka. And thank you, viewers, for staying with us here at the Awini TT platform. So that is all.